This is a Parker Jotter fountain pen. Parker makes a huge range of writing instruments, and I got this for the equivalent of about $28. So this is definitely at the lower end of that range. It's not a premium or a high-end pen for sure. And so the packaging is more or less what you'd expect to find. It is all cardboard. Nothing wrong with that. It looks decent. It seems sturdy. No reason to throw this away. You can use it to store your pen permanently. This is a bit of literature, user manual, I think, a bunch of written stuff. And let's go ahead and take out the pen itself. The first thing you notice about this pen is that it is very small and light and compact. So if you're looking for something to carry every day with you, this is going to be ideal. It's definitely not too big or heavy or bulky for that. It's also a very good looking pen. Very clean, very no-nonsense design. It is made from aluminium, the body and cap. And if you go ahead and open it up, you see a plastic grip section. And if you unscrew it, you have the feed and you have the converter, which I'm using. It doesn't come with a converter, which is annoying, and that's something which way too many pens are guilty of, unfortunately. So that's going to cost you around $6 or $7 or so if you want that. Otherwise, it just uses your normal Parker cartridges. We just screw that up again. Now, in terms of build quality, it's decent. I mean, everything fits together nice and flush. There's no obvious issues with quality on the outside. But when you open it up, this grip section is a bit of a disappointment because there's nothing wrong with the plastic grip section. Many pens have them and they're fine. But on this pen, it's already showing a bunch of micro scratches after just a few weeks of ownership. I am very particular and careful about how I use my fountain pens. I always make sure my hands are as clean as possible. I'm very careful about where I set the pens down when I'm using them. And even so, it's already got micro scratches. I'm going to try and pick it up on camera for you, take a close-up picture to show you what I'm talking about, if I can get it under the correct light. It's not a major issue, it's not visible most of the time, but under direct light, you can see some scratches. And it is annoying when you know it's there. On the cap, you've got the Parker name and logo engraved on one side, and you've got France engraved on the other side, so I'm assuming that's where this pen was made. Other than that, there's really not much to say about the design. Mine is in a color called Kensington Red, which looks very good, actually. These pens do come in a huge color selection, so you should be able to find something that you like. Mine has a medium nib. In terms of how this pen actually writes, it is a very smooth nib. There's practically zero feedback from the nib when you're writing. I personally like that. I like a smooth nib, but if you prefer a nib with a bit more feedback, you may find this pen a bit too smooth for your liking, and combined with a light weight, you may not enjoy the way that it writes. Like I said, I prefer a smooth nib, so I have no problem with that. What I will say though is that it's a very reliable nib. I had absolutely zero issues. There was no skipping. It just delivers its ink perfectly every single time you write. If you try to write with the reverse of the nib, it is quite scratchy and tends to dry up pretty quickly, so you probably don't want to do that. In summary, this Parker Jotter is a classic case of getting what you pay for. It is a good-looking little pen, very, very easy and very pleasant to use. It's reliable. It's decently assembled. Minor issue with that durability of the grip section, but if you can live with that, you're going to be okay. This is a good value for money pen, and especially if you're new to fountain pens and you don't want to outlay a ridiculous amount of money, this is a great place to start. If you're picking this up as your first pen or one of your early pens, you're going to be pretty happy with the way it writes, especially at the price point. So it's a decent product. If you found this review useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching and see you again soon.